Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Balaj. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the left side, this is Stills. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On the toss, here's Balaj. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team. And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
They're going to look to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Here we go! White 90! White 90!
of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. In for the score. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing is Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Well, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
On play action, they'll throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson on second down. Flush to his right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. That one caught by Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. On second down, Jackson. Underneath here to Hill. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Sheldon Richardson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Jackson from the shotgun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Garner. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Ohio! Ohio!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the pressure gets to him again. C.J. Mosley in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They'll start on the ground with Balash. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Look to throw here. It's complete. Stills. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Willie Henry in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Stills over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He's going to get it running right. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here we go now.
They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
51,
Jackson now, operating from the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Fielded at the 20. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass. It's all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They go with Murray again. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Come on, let's go. White, 90.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, Murray. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And the kick by Butker is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Jackson looking to throw on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Ravens on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Here's Jackson to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Again, Jackson. And an alley to run. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now Jackson. This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Jackson to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go. 38.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Again, it's Murray. And some space here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Latavius Murray with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Jackson on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Charles Harris in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sheldon Richardson getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly. Wise beyond his years. So for Miami, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile,